to get a large following on social media. Maybe you have a business, online or offline, that you're promoting and you want to give it as much exposure as possible. Or you could be a vlogger or a wannabe influencer and you want your videos to become the next big thing. Or perhaps you're a musician wanting to give a boost to one of your songs. We'll be looking at all of these scenarios, and we're going to skip the obvious, like having engaging content and keeping your target audience in mind. Instead, we'll be focusing more on creative tricks that can make social media work for you. Keep in mind, there's no guaranteed recipe for making your post break the internet, but using some of these ideas should give you more visibility and at least a shot at the holy grail of social media marketing, going viral. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. So Aluxers, let's sit back and begin our journey to the 10 ways to go viral on social media. Number 1. Get creative with your calls to action. A call to action, or if you're well versed in the marketing lingo, you might abbreviate it to CTA, is a signal to get your followers to do something specific. This could be buying something, but when it comes to making your content viral, you'll want to get people liking, commenting, and sharing or retweeting. There are some fairly uncreative ways of doing this that we see all the time. These include lines like this post if you agree, or sharing is caring. They're unoriginal, but there's nothing wrong with them. Research shows that on Twitter, simply asking people to retweet does actually get the desired response. But why settle for this when there are so many possibilities to get creative? Why not try something along these lines? Let's say you're displaying a product in different colors. Ask, which color do you think it looks best in? If it's blue, give the post a like. If it's red, share it. And if it's another color, comment. If you do this, you're tapping into people's desire to share their opinion, but you're getting them to do it through an action that will boost the post's visibility. Number 2. Give people reasons to tag. Asking people to tag a friend is another call to action, and it's going to bring on board a new audience, the friends who are tagged. You've got something you want the world to see? Don't just ask for a like or a share. Get your followers to tag somebody who would enjoy it or benefit from it. This can be very simple. For example, you're uploading a cat video. Ask viewers to tag friends who love cats. But even better is giving people a real reason to tag, and a great way of doing this is with a competition. One company that does this effectively is Drinkwell, who market hangover pills. They ask their Instagram followers to tag a friend who could use the pills, and when they do this, the tagger gets entered into a competition to win some Drinkwell hangover cure. But this will also engage the friend who's being tagged, and now they're more likely to react to the post. Asking people to bring on board somebody who's relevant to their story can widen your audience and increase engagement, and turning it into a competition gives people an incentive to do this. Number 3. Get people following your hashtags. Talking about contests, another type that can bring you more visibility is an Instagram hashtag contest. And one company that does this well are clothing retailers like Esprit. They create something like hashtag everydayamazing or hashtag you rule, and they invite people to upload photos and add the hashtag. As an incentive, there's a prize waiting for the follower who posts the best photo. The photos show up in Esprit's stream, which gives the brand greater visibility, and flooding Instagram with Esprit-tagged photos of people looking fulfilled and fashionable can't hurt Esprit's brand feel either, as it connects the brand with positive feelings. Number 4. Create a challenge. What's the next step beyond tagging? Challenging people to do something fun, difficult, wacky, or just plain crazy. Preferably something you've attempted yourself. The planking challenge, which took off in 2010, was the granddaddy of all social media challenges, but the best known to date was the ice bucket challenge. In 2014, it got everybody, including Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, and Oprah, pouring buckets of icy water over themselves for charity. The key to its success was appealing to people's instincts to get involved for a good cause, as well as something stupid but fun. Since then, it hasn't been replicated on the same scale, but challenges do come up regularly, like 2019's Bottle Cap Challenge. And challenges to solve logic puzzles are common on Facebook. If you fail, you have to share it, and if you solve it, chances are you'll share it anyway just to brag. Challenges like these do get people responding. With a bit of creative thinking, there's definitely potential for them to be useful for viral marketing. Number 5. Jump on to whatever's trending. If something's trending, that means everybody's talking about it and reacting to it already. And if you want to get in on the conversation by referencing or imitating the day's big talking point, people will react to what you have to say. Remember Dressgate? That's the time the internet had trouble deciding if a dress was blue or gold. Brands that jumped on the blue-gold bandwagon reaped big-time social media rewards. Take Dunkin' Donuts' response on Twitter. They tweeted pictures of blue and gold donuts featuring the same colors and patterns as the dress in the two images, and the tagline, "It doesn't matter if it's blue, black, gold, or white, they still taste delicious." The key here is they didn't just reference the hot topic of the moment, they fed it to their own narrative. That narrative being whatever the color of the donut, it will taste great. In fact, everybody from Goldman Sachs to Manchester United to the Rolling Stones got involved with Dressgate, and they all enjoyed higher than usual levels of engagement for their tweets. Number 6. Create something fun and copyable. Instead of jumping on the latest big thing, you could try and create the next big thing. Of course, it's more difficult. The key to success here is creating something that's not just memorable, but easy for people to copy, adapt, and make their own. Think about any well-known meme. Let's say 2019's best-known meme, woman yelling at a cat. As well as being pretty hilarious in itself, the secret is there are countless subtitles you can put over it, so anyone can adapt it and make it their own and make it relevant to pretty much any topic. But what about an example that was actually done with marketing purposes in mind? For this, we need to look no further than 2019's runaway music success story, Old Town Road. At the start of the year, Lil Nas X had more than a catchy song on his hands. He also had plenty of experience in making memes go viral as a blogger. So he put his know-how into action. He put the song on TikTok and created the Yeehaw Challenge. For this, TikTok users had to post videos of themselves drinking so-called yee juice, and then turning into a cowboy. Of course, Nas's song provided the background music. It was easy for anybody to imitate. The subtext was if Lil Nas X, an African American, not a demographic usually associated with cowboys or country music, could turn into a cowboy, then anyone could. The result: Old Town Road became one of the most downloaded songs of 2019 and probably the most talked about. Number 7. Add a fun twist to your core message. So you're a brand that provides a product or service that's reliable but doesn't seem like that much fun. You could pay a lot of money to an advertising agency to come up with a traditional advertising campaign, or you could use social media to take the low-budget but fun approach. And if people have enough fun watching it, it could just go viral. Let's take a look at kitchen appliance manufacturers Blendtec. Their core message is that their blenders can blend anything. Cue a series of low-budget YouTube videos starring the company's CEO and featuring a blender that's given the task of blending golf balls, entire Thanksgiving dinners, and even an Amazon Echo. Add the tagline, "Will it blend?" and you've got the recipe for social media marketing success. This, combined with the trend for videos of people doing crazy challenges with the message that these blenders really can blend, Blendtec ended up becoming one of the most reputable brands in the industry, and probably unintentionally, the campaign sparked a number of imitators who also used Blendtec machines to puree all kinds of things you wouldn't normally put into a smoothie. And that just proves the point that imitation is the highest form of flattery. Number 8. Partner up. Going viral on social media is no easy task, and it's a lot harder to do it on your own. That's why it makes sense to partner up on your mission to attain viral status. You've got a business that you want to give more exposure? Find influencers who talk about the kind of thing you cover. You're an up-and-coming influencer yourself? Seek out up-and-coming brands that you can talk about. Influencer marketing taps into a community of followers on social media who are already engaged, and influencers can reach the audience you have in your sights. These kinds of partnerships work on every level, from local business to the biggest names. It's why Samsung has partnered with Casey Neistat. This allows Samsung to showcase their products to a trendy audience, and it also helped Casey create engaging content. Number 9. Dig deeply into keywords. Get hashtagging on your posts, but before you do that, it's worth doing some research into keywords related to your brand and sector that will help people find you. For this, you can use a search engine optimization tool like Rank Tracker, which can help you evaluate keyword potential. This way, you can see what hashtags and keywords will take your posts to the top of the pile when it comes to common searches, and which ones will sink you into obscurity. Number 10. Experiment and see what works. When it comes to getting your post lots of hits, you'll hear all kinds of advice about how frequently you should post, what time of day to post, or how long your title should be. And if we're talking videos, about the length of the video. The only problem is, if you trawl through tips, you'll find one piece of advice will totally contradict another. That's because there's no simple answer to these questions. It depends on what type of content you have, your business sector, what platform you're using, and who your audience is. Listen to the advice of content marketing guru Brendan Kane, who got 1 million likes on Instagram in 1 month. He advises to experiment and experiment and experiment and see what works in your sector on the platform you're using. And take notes on how your posts perform each time to see what does and doesn't work for you. Adjust each variable one by one and take notes on how your posts perform each time to see what does and doesn't work for you. And hey Luxers, here we are at the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed our list of ways to go viral on social media, and we'd really love to hear what tips you have to make your posts go viral. Share them with the community in the